He gives us
We gotta
knees,
play that
dude.
again. The knees are,
These
the
are
craziest part.
unbelievable.
1, 2,
mountain climber.
3, 4,
Perfect form.
5.
And he watches a lot of UFC.
Wait, you said the kid's okay, right?
Get him, Phil.
Okay.
Dude, 27-year-old Randall Worcester is going to make bank off of this.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1023 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. One of those weeks where the episode number goes along with the week, the day of the
That's
day
cool.
Of the month. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Wow.
Thank you for cheating on the news with us.
We do that for the OCD listeners, just so you know. I know we
Yes.
don't talk about it enough, but that's for you guys. Because
It's your week, y'all.
Yep, we mathematically lined it up, Rain Man style.
You're
for
welcome.
Yeah.
You.
I'm
Today-
breaking up. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. It's your week. Everything's going to run smooth for you.
Today we're talking about a lot of news. I've got updates on a ton of shit in the cup of coffee in the big time, plus election news since it is midterm season. Primaries still finishing up, but it's midterm season. After that, Pat's got a firearm incident unexpected at Walmart, as they usually are.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. This is like an uncanny freak accident that I don't know if it'll ever happen again. It's a once in a lifetime Walmart firearm accident. So you're gonna want to listen up.
Look at that.
Maybe
That's rare.
twice in a lifetime. This is gonna happen again. But this is the first time that I think that it's happened like this. So
Rare to have a totally unique Walmart firearm incident, but
Mhm.
this is
and it's a fun one too. It's a fun
Was
one.
it in the
so.
parking lot? Did it?
No.
Okay.
Those happen a lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered one. Remember the girl
Mhm.
died. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, this is a fun one. This is different.
Okay. Girl died.
That's
Okay.
not fun. It's
More
just not.
fun.
let's yeah.
Okay.
more
That's
fun
enough.
than that one. Nah,
Yeah.
that's
You
for
get the
sure.
idea. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
We'll see in the
Sounds
two.
Which
tough
one's worse? The other one, not
The other
this one
one's
we were
worse,
talking
yeah.
about today. Okay. Wes has got sex dolls and porn addictions in the TikTok international moment.
That's right. Maybe a little bonus one as well. We'll see.
Right.
Look
What
at
you know. You know.
Right. Exactly. Listen. You guys are gonna feel a whole lot better about yourselves after this.
Oh, I bet. This one sounds like it goes below the belt. Yeah.
Hell
It's-
yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, that's good news for everybody. And then Mark, to close things out, has the funniest update of them all. Actually, I got a ton of updates in the cup of coffee. This is the funniest update of
Yeah.
them all. To close
You're going to
it out.
continue to feel good about yourself with this update that you're not this guy. Yeah.
Yep. That's the lineup today. Don't forget, next Fat-a-Thon begins after Labor Day to Thanksgiving.
You better
You-
believe I got into some thick nachos today.
Oh yeah, enjoy it now. Enjoy it now before that first weigh-in. Pat, are you
Heart-
ready to lose weight?
Heart clogging stuff.
Am I ready to lose weight?
Look, this is the last time, Pat. It's our last Fat, because after this one we won't need another one. It's the last
Does
one ever.
stress cause weight loss?
No,
It
you
can.
can't lose weight when you're
The
stressed.
opposite.
Yeah.
No, but you can
No.
lose stress weight though. You could if you didn't eat anything at all.
I'm right. Yeah, dude, I'm going to give it my college best. I got to get tight. I got to get tight for my 37th birthday coming up.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know,
Pat, is your college best really that great though?
my college best? I mean, you mean specifically my showing in college academically?
Yeah.
I mean, at
a
the
low
time
blow,
I
sorry.
did some cool stuff, but no.
My college best wasn't great either.
I mean, I didn't finish with a degree. You did, but it was
did,
like
I
a
did.
sad degree, like
It
years
was.
later.
English degree, sad. 6
Second
years.
school.
Took 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it
Third
was a
school.
lot of what do you?
Went to
I'll tell you,
community college.
I'm not putting my college GPA on any application.
Where are you going this weekend, Wes?
No.
You're still in college. It was that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. You live in Reston, but going to college. Your dad's paying for your apartment in Reston.
No
That's
way.
awesome.
I will say I did at one point. I made a try. I made an attempt maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was like, you know what, man? I did a lot of college. Let me just at least go to all 3 of the schools I attended, get my transcripts
Yo,
so I can
you,
see.
No, they have like a limitation, statute of limitations. You can't get any of those credits anymore.
Well, let me just see what they'd be worth. What I'm at.
7 years.
I couldn't get them because I have like 17 unpaid parking tickets at James Madison University.
They also
Oh, no,
only
that
credits
too,
only
okay.
transfer for 7 years. It's like
All
it's-
locked behind a
yeah,
paywall.
You would have to start completely over.
You mean I'd have to go back to the dorms?
Back to school.
Not so bad after
Join
all.
the diving team.
Fresh
guy.
Dangerfield style.
Freshman squad's got some talent this year, right,
Yeah.
guys?
Why is that old guy wearing sweatsuits every day?
Anyone need me to buy a beer? You know,
But Pat the pool boy would really slay in that.
I do really
environment.
great. I do really well there. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll go back.
You could go as the Beeve or Pat the pool boy. They would all work. Okay, you all ready to do the news today?
hit the button.
Let's do it. Cup of coffee in the big times up first.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Here today, usually gone tomorrow, but a lot of times then back again, like all these updates today. It's the trending news, but also the joke of the day, and also some fun facts in the middle, but we'll get to that later. First up, the joke of the day from Adam, just Adam. He's got a couple, and I thought he won today's drawing in the Discord. Strong showing. He says, Genie says you have 3 wishes, and then I say, I wish for a world without lawyers, and the genie says, done. You have no more wishes, and then you say, wait, I had 3, and the genie said, sue me.
Oh, you can't. You can't
Good luck.
sue them. There's no more lawyers.
That's right. But what a world it would be.
Ooh, I don't know if this is in the coffee today, but you could represent yourself pro se.
Oh, it's not. But good tie-in. Yes, like Trump with the Mar-a-Lago raid.
He's
Well,
representing himself. All
We
right.
will talk about it a little bit later. We check in on Twitter for just a second. Also, Adam's second joke is much better than the first one. So get ready. The elderly wife in church turned to her husband and said, quote, I've just done a silent fart. What should I do next? Unquote. And the husband replies, you got to change the batteries in your hearing aid.
Yeah, it wasn't silent at all. She let out a loud one.
It was
Yeah.
a Werther's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic elderly farts. That's
I love 'em. I used to love when my grandma would let one rip. Just
yeah.
by accident, you know.
You've earned
can't
the
control
right.
anything at
Yeah,
that
it's
point.
amazing.
I mean, come on.
You think Sister Jean, who just turned 103, holds him in?
Oh, right.
Sister Jean.
No, she's making everybody
Sister
smell
Jean
on
doesn't give a
purpose.
No.
She
No.
runs that place with an iron fist, Sister Jean.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sick of them wheeling her ass out every month.
imagine
She
her-
gonna die
imagine
soon or
going
what?
against her at St. Mary's.
Won't
yeah.
be long till God's smelling these.
she's like a curse anyway. They haven't won anything.
Yeah, no, they just wheel her. It's all about
Maybe
her.
the Sweet 16.
Oh man, they must have been a mint on those bobbleheads, though, man.
True.
All right. From Sister Jean, which is a fun topic, to a not so fun topic. Before the update lightning round, unfortunately, we've got an update, but it's a new one. Another police brutality video to show you, unfortunately.
Oh, this is the
as
one
we
Pat
have
was
to-
tweeting about, right?
That's right. This time it's from Arkansas. And as Pat pointed out on Twitter, the citizen who filmed it had Master of Puppets by Metallica blasting in the background. So here's the tape, sans audio, since nobody can play the audio without getting sued by Lars Ulrich.
Yeah. Or
but
he'll,
It wasn't.
he'll do to you what they're doing to this person in the video.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lars will just take their place.
It
Put
wasn't
you
the
on
part.
ground.
It wasn't the part of Master of Puppets that they play during the scene in Old School where they're throwing people
No, it
into
was
the
like
van.
slow middle.
It was
bridge
like the
part.
bridge. It was the
Yeah,
So
they
it
were
wasn't.
just rocking out to Master of Puppets, dude.
Yeah, while watching this guy get
Yeah.
his shit pushed in.
It's
That's
my
what
song.
happens in this video.
Smooth home. It was pretty good,
my
Lars. Is that your Lars?
Yeah.
All right, but seriously, this is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
This is
So
fucked up.
This is from the town of Mulberry. Well, they call themselves a city of Arkansas.
It
And here's
sounds
the-
like the Andy Dick show or whatever, but like not as nice. Like the what's
Andy
the
Griffith,
Griffith.
right.
Andy Griffith
right.
show? Yeah,
Griffith.
Was
Yeah,
Mulberry.
Griffith.
Oh,
Okay, that's so. Guys, describe it there. What
Oh,
is
they're just beating the shit out of He switched. He was hitting him so hard he had to switch hands.
This is as brutal as the Rodney King beating. The
Look at the
difference is they
knees.
didn't have batons.
He's doing
Right.
the face wash to the concrete, which is a real aggressive.
They start bouncing his head off the ground here soon.
Yeah, those the rubs of the face into the concrete.
the one
No,
guy
there's
just
no look.
keeps
There's just
hitting him
bounce.
in.
Yeah, look, boom. Yeah, he's just shoving.
Now
him.
they noticed they saw that they're
The
being
woman
filmed.
comes out. So there was a lot of people. I mean, people are so fucking dumb. People are so fucking dumb. The comments on Twitter, right? So there's one frame in that video where one of the cops, the one that wasn't a county police officer, because there were two county, one
Two
like
county,
local.
one local, right?
The local is pointing, right? And so many people grabbed that and were like, it's chilling, him looking and pointing. But really, he was saying, go back in your car, is what he was telling this woman. He wasn't saying, look, she's filming
You're
us.
next.
Yeah, because the woman finally came out and was like, I should say something as they murder this man in front of
Do
me.
they know what he did? Because if he like shot a cop or
Yes.
a kid,
No, man.
We're about to talk about it.
Okay, if he did something really, really, really bad, I would give him a few knees too.
He's
But
a
I think-
hobo sitting at a convenience store.
Let's hear him
So
out.
you guys, that was like a 10 out of 10 beatdown, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
all three
you'd
guys
have to do
laying
some-
into him. Yeah,
You'd have to do something pretty bad to get your ass kicked that bad.
My guess
Right,
is
like
it wasn't
shoot a
their
cop or a child. Yeah,
it wasn't their first interaction with this person, is my guess. And someone said it was a woman. I don't know if it was a woman or not.
No, it wasn't, Pat. I got his name.
they
here.
beat her. They beat him into a woman. They
Well, that
beat
was
the
real.
gender out of him.
These guys would have been really fucked if that was a woman in that video. They are under investigation. So, and Pat, I think you're right. I think there is a history probably. So, Arkansas State Police that were the three beating down that man in the video you guys just watched have been identified as Deputy Zach King, Deputy Levi White,
Former deputies
of the Crawford County, well, still current, but under suspension, of the Crawford County Sheriff's Office, and then Mulberry police officer Thel Riddle. That's what Pat was mentioning. the two
Those are
county-
some racist
Mhm.
fucking names.
One
Levi
local.
White
Thel
and
Riddle,
Thel. Thel? That's the most racist name I've ever heard in my life.
It's like his parents were naming him and then got tired in the middle and gave up.
What if it's a shout out to Othello though?
Yeah, I doubt it. You think it's a literary reference?
Probably not. Probably like
You think they were throwing a little Shakespeare in their Arkansas boy's name?
we thought he was going to be a girl. We were going to name him Thelma, so we just stopped at Thel.
Yeah.
Dale.
He came out a boy. So they're all suspended, those three, and under investigation. As I said, immediate suspension, investigation.
I don't think it's going to go well for him.
The DOJ is involved. No. Like everybody in Arkansas is like, this is not going to stand in the great state of Arkansas. Obviously, I mean, it was police.
Jesus, man.
brutality.
It'd be never okay, ever. It's one thing to
Well,
see.
again, if they like shoot a bunch
No,
of cops,
Right, it's
Yeah, I
one
mean,
thing.
let's
It's one
talk
thing to
about
see
it.
a cop like let's say this guy hit the cop, right, and then the cop gives him a shot to the ribs or a knee. Again, not still not okay, but that
one-to-one shot is fair. I think.
but there's just no way to ever justify the slamming of the head into the concrete.
No, the other guy was one guy was specifically just kneeing him as hard as he could.
The repeated knees were hilarious.
Yeah.
But we'll get back to those in a minute.
He switched hands.
Yeah.
They went from the right to the
One of them
left,
got
back to
tired,
the
Wes.
right.
Yeah, they all got tired.
At any
He was
point,
just
it was
wailing on him too
two
hard. I
knees
got
and two fists
Yeah, that's terrible.
Why are we laughing at this? This is fucked
because
up.
it's
Well,
funny.
it's hard to beat somebody
funny.
that hard. He is okay. 27-year-old Randall. Well, I mean, relatively okay, right? We'll see.
Right.
27-year-old
He's gonna get paid.
Randall Worcester. Yeah, or Worcester, however you say it, like the sauce. Except
What's this here?
less letters.
Worcester, big check from the city.
Yeah. What's this here lawsuit we found?
Yeah, well, the check I got in my hand. It's
I want a novelty.
Yeah, huge check.
he's 27.
Sorry, we beat your ass.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair holding a giant check.
I want the cops who beat me to give it to me. I want it big.
Put us up on a stage. So he's 27, Randall Worcestershire sauce, and he was the one getting beaten for allegedly pushing one of the officers to the ground and
That's not that bad.
punching him after making threats inside a store that they were just outside of that Sunday morning.
Okay. So let's say that's the thing, right? So then they got it back
Right.
with a couple gut shots, but not the 4-minute beating.
It was just
all
a total,
three of them.
Yes.
Yeah, total 3-on-1 annihilation. And yeah, I mean, these guys are under investigation. The whole state's like, this ain't gonna stand.
This ain't the first time. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that these boys.
Fells laid
for
into
sure.
a few people. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just
Thel,
got
this is
This is par for Thell's course.
every month for Thel.
Fells like perfect. He's like hoping that he gets pushed.
Oh, you again, huh, Worcester?
It's really piling on for these guys too. It's already been memed to death. Like
Right.
people are doing this one with like they're saying that's the 87,000 IRS agents. What they're
Yes.
going to do to somebody who doesn't report a $601 Venmo
knees.
transaction.
What, dude? The fucking form. That guy, the form in which he gives those
We gotta
knees,
play that
dude.
again. The knees are
These
the
are
craziest part.
unbelievable.
1, 2,
mountain climber.
3, 4,
Perfect
5.
And he watches a lot of UFC.
Wait, you said the kid's okay, right?
Get him, Phil.
Okay.
Dude, 27-year-old Randall Worcester is going to make bank off of this.
Yeah.
And Randall was shoeless sitting at the convenience store. So like,
Please stop.
this is an upgrade for Randall, no matter what.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as he doesn't have a fucking brain injury, which
He's
is
not
probably
going to die, right?
No, he's
No, I
going to
don't
be
think
fine.
so. I
He's
don't
gonna be
think so. I think it was mostly like superficial wounds. But
Also, white
Luckily,
guy.
because of the Master of Puppets
That's
girl,
crazy,
he's going to be
guy.
fine because they weren't stopping until like that was really what stopped the beatdown is when they got caught.
It's when they came out and said, "Stop beating him," and the guy
Yes.
goes, "Get in your car.
Right.
We have more beating to do here." Like what? He literally said, "Get in your car." Like,
Yeah.
Until
what-
Master
this,
of Puppets is over.
this doesn't
Yeah.
concern you. Is this the extended version of Master of Puppets?
Yeah, maybe turn down the song. It probably was egging him on.
I don't need him again, though.
Yeah. the people were enjoying it, like who posted the TikTok. I mean, they were like, "Oh, this is fucked up," and they eventually stepped out, like Pat was saying.
It was
But-
the woman's sister. The woman
They
who
were
filmed it sent it to her sister, and she.
Yeah.
but they were cranking Master of Puppets and just checking it out for a little bit there. Okay, bring your brooms because it's a mess right now over there in Mulberry, Arkansas. Hopefully they get it cleaned up. Moving on to
Living on the edge of a lightning bolt, and I do not apologize for that.
a little surprise lightning round in the middle of your coffee. First update. It's all updates in this lightning round. Emmett Bailey, you remember him, our boy from
Yes.
Menominee, Wisconsin. Well, he won the USA Mullet Championship for kids announced on Sunday. Looking good, Emmett.
Did you guys go and look at some of the other entries? After you showed me Emmett, I went and looked.
Yeah.
And like Emmett's sphere is probably the most well formed, but there was a couple kids in there that were like 3 or 4 years younger than 8-year-old Emmett that
Oh, it's
had
up-and-comers.
mullets that they started growing at birth. There's no
got
other
their
way they could
chance
have
next
hair
year.
like this. It was impressive, man.
You think Emmett can skip a fucking stone? I think he could.
Yeah, I think so, man.
I think he's gonna catch a bass.
I think if
He's
you're
probably caught so many bass.
if you're
more
having
than
an
most
issue
men already.
with the reel on your fishing rod, I think Emmett could untangle it for you
Probably change
pretty
the
quick.
tire.
You think
He's
he
eight
knows his
years old.
way around a go-kart course?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
would
think
say
Emmett's ever
so.
cleaned a carb?
fixing your go-kart when it breaks down.
Yeah.
Here's a problem.
He
Okay.
goes nowhere without a knife. Even at school, he just carries the holster.
Oh, he's always prepared.
And he's got like weird animals like lizards and shit, like
Oh,
not
big time.
not conventional animals.
Big
He's
time.
in
Never,
Wisconsin, though.
never going to finger a girl until he's 19. Not happening for Emmett, but it's okay.
This is a bad trajectory for Emmett.
Yeah, let's be honest.
He's got some big, powerful fingers. Though.
be honest.
He's got some big old.
We
powerful-
love it as men now, but
So once
Yeah.
he's working in there,
But
you
he's
know,
gonna make a lot of people laugh. He's gonna fart a lot.
oh, Emmett's farts,
Yeah.
they're like Sister Jeans, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Gives her a run for her money.
He's got someone to look up to, guys. Because fun fact, Wisconsin is also home to the teen division winner of the USA Mullet Championships this year, Caden Kershaw.
What a year!
Wow.
Now,
Wisconsin.
Caden Kershaw. Caden Kershaw shows up at your front door to take your daughter out on a date. You say, have her home whenever you see fit, Caden.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
It's
Emmett's
already
gonna be
too late,
like.
Pat.
I
She's
mean,
already pregnant if he shows up at the door.
That's,
Emmett's
that's
on
a
the road.
Swayze. That's
Yeah, he
Swayze
looks
right
like
there.
But he has that corn-fed look, like, like the non-threatening, like handsome, but like a little thick.
Emmett's gonna go through puberty. Don't worry about it. He's
Yeah,
gonna be-
Caden's banging people in the back of his pickup truck every weekend.
all the time,
Yeah.
all the
He's real
time.
polite
Congrats.
about it, but
Honey,
That
I
was-
got quite a cadence. You're going to see.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I get
Talking-
What were you saying? What were you saying?
Rhythm.
he's
A
real
rhythm.
polite about it. But
He's got a
Oh, so polite.
Yeah.
Such a gentleman.
Yeah.
Such a gentleman with a haircut like that.
Caden's here.
Congrats on the hairdos, fellas. Fantastic hairdos. Okay, lightning round. Also, a big update. Hard Factor's favorite prime minister now that Boris is fired. Well, I mean, he's still hanging on to the job, but he's fired. Finland's Sanna Marin. She did indeed take that drug test that she said she would take, and she passed it with flying colors. A government
Yeah,
statement-
because cocaine gets out of your system in 2 days, Will.
Well, that's true. But a government statement also said, quote, no drugs were found in the test for cocaine, amphetamines, cannabis, and opioids.
You know-
Also, they clarified that the prime minister paid for the cost of the test herself. And Sanna admits she likes to drink a little bit. But she says she's not a drug girl. Nope.
You know what pissed me off about this? What pissed me off about this? After we covered this
Look at
story,
her fucking eyes.
after we covered this
Take
story,
that.
I did a lot of more reading on Sanna, and shame on you, Finland, because Sanna is a new mom. And she's just a new mom enough where she could probably get out and party for the first time in, I don't know, 2 fucking years.
Oh, that's a new mom.
You Finnish assholes. Let the new mom go out and fucking cut a rug out there.
So I mean, listen, this is a weekly thing for her. Okay, the last time we covered her, she was out at dancing at 4 a.m. at the club. This isn't like
That's how she got
just
pregnant.
Yeah, she parties all the fucking time, and it's okay. I'm okay with it, but she does cocaine and she parties. Those are the facts.
Yeah,
it's your take.
She says no on the cocaine. She says she's clean. And
I was at a wedding over the
clean
weekend.
too.
I was at a wedding over the weekend, and this guy was telling me about his trip, and he just went to Finland, and I was trying to relate to him. The only thing I know about Finland is the Prime Minister, Sanna Marin. So I was like, hey, did you see Sanna Marin? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, really? And then he started naming off like the fjords and all these other places. I think he thought Sanna Marin was a place, and he was pretending that he had been there.
He thought that you were. He thought you were like Finn-splaining to him.
I thought he thought I was quizzing him, and he now he's the idiot, now. Unless he really did see something.
Doesn't even know his own prime minister.
No. Doesn't even know. It's like the jaywalk. He was like,
yeah, of course I went there. Sanna Marin, beautiful.
Sanna twice last year.
Yeah.
Sanna Marin.
She was on drugs. Come on.
No, just a new mom.
Did you see her face, her eyes?
All I'm saying is, take that, demanding assholes. She passed your fucking test.
Yeah,
and
stop asking her to take drug tests. She's going to do cocaine next weekend too.
Remind me to show you guys some of the. I used one of those AI photo enhancers on those photos to try to like see if we could have the cleanest looking thumbnail of everyone that was using the same screen grabs, and it really did not do a good job on Sanna Marin. It looks like Sanna Marin was missing a chromosome. Remind me to show you some of those.
She was moving too fast.
Exactly. It was like her face was like all over here.
She was moving too fast.
She looked like a Picasso painting. Yeah.
She's too hot for artificial intelligence. Okay. Somebody way less cool, Brian Stelter. He's out at CNN with his show Reliable Sources. As we predicted last week, fellas, we got it right. The final monologue on his, it's too hot for TV show was just a nice thank you. And
yeah, he's graciously taking his fire.
He looks like he smells, right?
Like onions, yeah. Like,
he looks like he smells real bad.
Like a green onion guy, like
his
chive
sweat
guy.
stinks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He eats a lot of chives. Okay, it's flooding again in America. This time it's Dallas. Okay, hope everybody stays safe. Stocks and crypto. Oh no, they're also flooding downwards again. They tanked again this week. Recession fears looming. Oh no. Whoops. Hope everybody stays safe. An update that will make Pat happy.
Real quick.
Minions.
You said it's flooding in Dallas, and we got some really bad weather here in Austin, and then I got struck by lightning. Check that out.
You did?
Shit.
My tree.
Well, you're treated.
Very different situation.
And it almost took out like the top 30 or
I via my tree got struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Did you feel that? That's like 20 feet away from you.
Same property.
Yeah. Luckily,
how was that?
Fell that way. It was loud.
I bet it was fucking loud. Did your power go out when that happened?
No.
Wow, that's impressive. Actually.
I was shitting, and luckily I was on the toilet because I would have shit my pants wherever I was.
Well, you stay safe, Mark. Good Lord.
Thank you.
I mean, at least it's not flooding there.
Right.
But yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot with the old lightning there. Okay, an update that will make Pat happy. Minions: The Rise of Gru has been edited in China, according to Weibo users. The censors in China tacked on an addendum in which Wild Knuckles, Gru's partner in crime in the heist film, he at the end now is added on by the Chinese government. He was caught by the police and he served 20 years in jail. And then Gru, they added this to the end of the movie. Then Gru, ashamed, returned to his family, and his biggest accomplishment was being the father of his 3 girls.
They edited the movie?
Wasn't it the last one?
So the movie ends. And then some Weibo users said it looks like a PowerPoint. Microsoft made it.
End cards.
But then those are the additions.
Wild Knuckles repented and he paid his taxes.
Jailed forever.
Yeah,
as a loser. And Gru became a loser because he realized that crime is no good.
There you go. Cool.
Look at that. Minions destroyed. Pat, you happy? Communist China on that.
I'm not happy. Will, that's a tough pill for me to swallow.
Bittersweet on that one,
It's
huh?
bittersweet, yeah.
What Minions is destroyed, but
but then the compromise of art, right? I'm never a fan of.
How much do they have to edit like natural born killers if they're doing like a crime doesn't pay?
NBK, you think our movies are getting over there in '94?
No. But you guys remember the Fight Club one, right? Where like right before they're about to explode the buildings, the Chinese government inserts a slide that's like, everybody was caught. We found out the crime syndicate immediately, and everybody was arrested. And they altered Fight Club that way.
And they definitely removed the dicks flashing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
China's hilarious with
the old American dick. They don't want that.
Yeah.
Threatening. It's a threatening image.
Okay. And then this update might upset Mark. So hold on while I put the
can't be worse than a tree falling in my backyard.
No, it can't be. So it goes down from there, Mark. I got the space helmet on because we're going to your favorite place, the James Webb Telescope. Have you seen the new Jupiter images that dropped this week?
Lay them on me.
Here it is. Look at that, Jupiter.
Whoa.
Within all of its highest def ever, you can see the aurora borealis on both poles.
Are we sure this isn't a close-up of that painting, The Scream?
That's they say. I mean, it does look similar, but they say, Mark, that this is an infrared, high-definition photograph of Jupiter.
Okay, I'll have to believe it, I guess.
Yeah, you got to believe it. I think the whole thing has been just nothing has come of it, and they're just saving face with these computer generated images.
Yeah, they're already launching a new one in 2027 because they realize this one sucks. Yeah.
Well, I think it's slightly different than 2027 one, but I mean that's pretty cool. Like you see the aurora borealis like on a different planet.
Yeah, you can see
worth
right there,
every billion.
Right.
Well, it's like clearer definition than we've seen before. Not only that, when you take it out wide, you can see 2 rings, a couple of moons, the whole thing out there for Jupiter. It's like the first time they could see all this in one picture.
Pretty neat.
It's pretty sick.
Look at that. Okay, so not worth it. Mark, you say, what's your verdict here? James Webb Telescope.
So far, James Webb's a big failure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
How much did it cost?
Like 17 billion.
Like, a few tens of billions of dollars or whatever. Maybe a couple $100 billion. Who knows? I mean, it's on whatever. It's water under the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, something like that. Okay. So that was James Webb. Real quick update on Twitter. As we always say that, they're always think about Trump and his documents. You can't write this stuff. # Trump stole the docs trending again. The Trump. So that's what it is every day on Twitter. And he, is representing himself now against.
Well, that's going to be must-watch TV, obviously.
Yeah,
it will be, especially on Twitter. And biggest update of them all. Bigger than Jupiter,
but it's federal, right? So we won't be able to watch it like the Epstein thing or the.
Oh well, it'll be like
federal, not state. Like
if they choose to. Well, I want to see Trump defend himself.
Yeah.
Biggest update of them all, though, guys. Bigger than Jupiter for many on Twitter specifically. Dr. Anthony Fauci, patron saint of the NIAID. He's been working there for decades. He announced that he is actually retiring in this December now. On Tuesday. So you remember Fauci said he was unsure about his retirement 5 weeks ago on July 19th. Here's the tape that we discussed at the time.
Of your retirement, are they true?
I don't know where the word retirement came in. It was kind of a little bit.
Not mine.
No, I was the report.
You're not going to retire, are you?
No, I'm not going to retire. I may step down from my current position at some time. What happens between now and then, I have not decided. But the one thing I do know is that I have other things that I want to do in a professional way, that I want to have the capability while I still have the energy and the passion to do them. So I don't want to go beyond January 2025. When I step down from this position, I have not decided that yet.
Okay. Well, Dr. Fauci decided very quickly because 5 weeks later, now on August 22nd, the NIH made this press release. They say, well, Dr. Fauci, from the desk of Dr. Anthony S. Fauci, MD, he says, I am announcing today that I will be stepping down from the positions of director of the NIAID and chief of the NIAID Laboratory of Immunoregulation, as well as the position of chief medical advisor to President Joe Biden. I'll be leaving these positions in December of this year to pursue the next chapter of my career. It has been an honor of a lifetime. Blah, blah, blah. Can't wait to set up more labs in Wuhan, whatnot.
Right. What's coming now? That's what I want to know. Something has to be coming.
What do you mean?
I mean, if he's all of a sudden retiring,
he's not retiring. He's stepping down. Did you guys follow that?
Okay. Well, if he's stepping down,
he's retiring, Pat. He's retiring.
No, he just said in the video, "I'm not retiring. I may step down." And the letter reads verbatim, "I'm stepping down."
He's retiring from public life.
Retiring from the position, which leads me to believe there might be
government. He's retiring from the government.
A big hammer coming down. Some new information.
Could be. Also, what the midterms could be. He doesn't want to work with a new batch of Republicans. Or I have an idea too. He could be focusing on his original true love, and that is, of course,
baking cookies.
Yes, making cookies.
Because he looks like the Keebler.
He looks a lot like the Keebler.
I had a Keebler Forrest joke in there too. He does look a lot like.
He looks a lot like the Keebler.
Ears out a little bit, and he's a lot like the Keebler.
Did the Keebler elf have a Brooklyn accent? I wonder that'd be great.
And now he has your cookies.
He's like the Brooklyn cousin. He's like he's got like the more urban cookie shop. Okay,
hope you love sprinkles.
But Mark,
you're
was
gonna
right
pay
on
the invoice, or I'm gonna break your little legs.
Mark was onto something though. December happens to be just in time for Dr. Fauci to not be a government employee anymore as of the next Congress, who is likely head by a Republican House of Representatives after the midterms.
They would have him called. They would have him subpoenaed every week.
And they're still going to. It's just that it won't be a government employee. It's going to be a lot easier for him to ignore it.
Right.
Of which, of course, you know his arch nemesis Rand Paul. He says, Fauci's resignation will not prevent a full-throated investigation into the origins of the pandemic. He will be asked to testify under oath regarding any decisions he participated in concerning the lab leak. And so
Paul's not going to let it go.
Yeah, Rand Paul. He's definitely not letting it go. And to Mr. Paul, I'd say good luck getting old retired Tony, to show up for a hearing about his former lab work, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be going to the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the run.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then also to Dr. Fauci, I'd say, come on, buddy. We all knew you were going to duck the next Congress. Everybody knew that. Congrats on the record-breaking salary for a government employee and record-breaking retirement package that you got in exchange for doing so many propaganda TV spots for Uncle Sam. Talk about a guy who really earned it, Dr. Fauci.
Don't forget the cover and main character in a romance novel a couple years ago.
Oh, my goodness. Mm-hmm. And then a Disney biopic or whatever it was last year.
He did it his way,
He really did. He really did that. Dr. Fauci earned every cent of that record-breaking retirement.
I mean, he's got to go for Halloween as the Keebler elf. That's got to be his move, right?
Yeah, he's done it. He's probably done it like his whole life.
That's his shtick every Halloween, right?
Right. Well, I can always go as the elf again. All right, which brings us to
the cream of the crop.
And fellas, as Dr. Fauci is clearly aware of, midterm season, elections is upon us. If you've been following Hard Factor from the beginning, we go hard on election night, okay? The elections we got left is today, August 23rd. Florida, New York, and Oklahoma are finishing their primaries. Then we got Massachusetts primary September 6th, Delaware, New Hampshire, Rhode Island primary September 13th, and then the whole enchilada, the general election, November 8th. So basically, home stretch. We're here. We're ready. We're ready to start picking races.
Wes and I are about to be credentialed up at the Austin politics thing.
The Trib Fest, right?
That's right.
Going to get up in there, put your ear to the ground, see what's happening in Texas. Seems like the Republicans, are doing pretty well in Texas. We'll see if you guys get a different sense after Trib Fest. But it's going to be extra with 3 X's thick this midterm election night, since this is PredictIt's last ride. Pour one out for PredictIt, our stock market of politics sponsor that we've been working with for several years now. This is their last midterms that you can get in on and bet on the outcomes. If you go to predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40 and get your first $40 matched on us for a limited time, very limited time.
You got to do it. It's like being in Atlantic City the last summer as it floats away. You want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. This is the last time they're making political handicapping or futures prediction markets illegal in America. This was how you could speculate on it until now, and we have until February. So just this midterms to enjoy it. Here is the Senate map, but it basically is like the battleground map. I think if you're looking for Republican upsets, Arizona, North Carolina, and Wisconsin, those aren't necessarily upsets, but those are places I think that they're going to focus on winning the most. Obviously, Georgia and Pennsylvania will get the most media coverage because of the hilarious personalities in the race. But I think that those are pretty safe Democratic wins at this point, given the ridiculous Republican celebrities challengers, Dr. Oz and Herschel Walker.
Right.
So, yeah. So I'm still letting my Herschel Walker money ride though, because I've got a big $15 on him, and I think he's onto something with this whole urban tree thing. So he trended on Monday because people were like, "Can you believe this? Look at what Herschel Walker he said." He said they continue to try to fool you that they're helping you out, but they're not, because a lot of money it's going to trees. And don't we have enough trees around here? Is what Herschel Walker was quoted as saying.
Great point,
and then
Herschel.
People were very upset that he said we had enough trees. And then he clarified. He said, "Yes, you heard me right. Joe Biden and at Reverend Warnock are spending $1.5 billion on urban forestry and raising taxes on those making under 200K to pay for it. Yes, I have a problem with that." So Herschel Walker, even though he's had a lot of, children scandals, he refused to do the debate with Raphael Warnock. He's still
Even
going
though
after
he's-
these urban trees.
Even though he's dumb as a tree, he's not a fan.
I mean, I'm letting the $15 ride. He's an incredible running back. You never know what's going to happen. He's got this urban tree angle. I feel like he can maybe make a little fire.
He's
there,
looking around,
rubbing it together.
I got plenty of trees.
Too many.
There's lots of trees out here.
What do we
takes
need
a
to
deep-
spend $1 billion on?
He takes a
trees
deep
for?
breath and
There's
then
a
says,
tree. There's a tree.
Too many trees.
But as you guys can imagine, most people think he's going to get trounced because he's, proven himself to be a pretty.
This is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. When you watch his news clips, it's bad.
Because he's a next level idiot. Yeah,
That's true.
but you
But
never know.
you could win money on him. He's a great running back after all. You would have won money on Fauci's surprise retirement. Look at that.
Whoa.
Everybody fucking flipped that one. So that's nice if you had it on PredictIt. They really are the cream of the crop. It is very sad to see him go, but get in there one last time at predictit.org/promo/hardfactor40 to get your first $40 matched, and let's make some cash on these races one last time together at PredictIt. Again, I think that if you're looking for races that are in the middle, Pennsylvania and Georgia, probably blue. I would look for the Republicans to spend a lot of money in Wisconsin, North Carolina, Arizona, and
In
retain
Ohio,
the-
JD Vance has that narrow edge over Tim Ryan. It's looking
I
like
went ahead and pulled the cord on the Tim Ryan bet. I did make money off of that. But
masturbation in jeopardy in Ohio.
yes, it is. Yeah, I did make money off of backing Tim Ryan before he had his surge, but it's looking like Vance. He's clamping down.
You
over
should
there.
see my backyard. So many trees.
He takes all of his interviews now from tree areas.
As you can see behind me.
We don't need any more trees.
numerous trees.
Don't try to count them. I did. Took up most of my afternoon.
I know how many trees I passed on the way here.
We got more trees than we got grains of sand. All right, and that's today's cup of coffee in the big time.
Nice.
Pat.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's do it. You guys want to get right into an incident that happened over there in Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. 29-year-old Michael Clayton, guys. I'm sorry, that's not correct. The guy's name is not Michael Clayton. I changed that. I was just thinking because it's in Clayton County. It's not Michael Clayton.
Clayton's a book, isn't it?
No, I mean, I guess it was a
And
book, but it was a really
LSU receiver.
it was also a really good movie.
Yeah,
starring
based on
Crichton's a writer.
Clooney.
Yeah, it's Creighton's book, right?
That's
Yeah.
Michael Crichton, Wes.
Michael Crichton.
I'm talking about Michael Walton in Clayton County.
Okay.
I'm talking about Michael Walton, guys. 29-year-old Michael Walton of Georgia. He made a big boo-boo on Sunday. He was shopping at the Terra Boulevard location of Walmart in Lovejoy, Georgia. And the boo-boo he made wasn't walking past the customer service counter without signing up for Walmart Plus, which, don't get me wrong, guys. Based on the new deal Walmart struck with Paramount to include Paramount Plus in its Walmart Plus subscription package for just $12.99, not signing up for Walmart Plus is a big boo-boo, but this was a bigger boo of sorts. See, at some point, guys, on Sunday, around 12:20 p.m., Michael was walking through the Walmart, and the loaded handgun that Michael was carrying in the waistband of his, I'm assuming shorts, because it's pretty hot down there in Georgia, quote, slipped down his leg, and he attempted to grab it and was somehow manipulating the weapon and discharged the firearm. Now, that's
Plaxico burst, everyone.
he Plaxicoed. It was a big Plaxico sitch. That was Sergeant Akeem Turnbull with the Lovejoy Police who told the press that. And because the series of events went like this for Michael, right? So he was confidently walking through the aisles in the front part of the store, which, by the way, is bad for Michael because it definitely takes away his ability to say, I was out there in the ammo section about to take out my weapon to buy some ammo, right? But because he's in the front of the store, different situation.
Yeah. Well, they don't really appreciate that usually when you take out a live weapon.
No, that's against Walmart's rules. But you never, I'm just saying.
This is why I need the ammo here.
Right.
Hold on, let me open it for you.
Look, I'm just thinking outs for Michael, okay? I'm just thinking outs for Michael. So Michael's walking through the aisles with his unholstered but loaded handgun pointed directly at his penis, and he turned back to look at a rollback price that he just couldn't believe, and then he noticed something.
God damn!
Wow, these waistbanded shorts will hold the gun if I turn around real quick and back again, but they didn't. And he noticed the gun slipping, and he scrambled to grab it as it slipped down his leg, and that's when he heard a loud boom, followed by a scream. And guys,
no,
we actually have the audio from inside the Walmart.
Exclusive.
It's exclusive. I'm going to play it for you. This is what happened 12:20 Sunday afternoon at the Walmart. Here we go.
Oh man.
Crazy.
So that was the sound of Michael getting shot first, and then 3 other people being hit by the bullet that went through Michael's leg
There's a lot
and
of metal
ricocheted around the Walmart,
Yeah.
just hitting people.
This is like the people yesterday with the tree, where the bullet
Shrapnel, yeah.
shrapnel bullet. Yeah,
He was charged with shooting 3 people.
Oh man.
4 if you
One
include
bullet.
himself.
Yeah.
The one accidental bullet. Good lord.
Oh my god.
What an idiot. Yeah, because it's pretty crazy. Walmart, as they do, they're considering selling. You know how they sell like local team shirts in Walmart? Like sometimes you can buy like the local high school's team shirts in Walmart. It's kind of a cool program they do. They're actually thinking about selling a local shirt that's focused on this particular incident. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, here it is. It's just a black shirt, white writing. It says, "The only thing that stops a Michael Walton with a gun is Michael Walton with his gun." And I think it'll sell well. I would buy it.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah.
They're thinking about selling Michael Walton's house and asking him to get out of the area.
So how'd you shoot these 3 people and yourself, son?
You should make a shirt that says Michael Walton's a big dummy.
Yeah. Michael Walton also agrees there are way too many trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that were shot are fine, but they were shot
Right.
with the ricochet bullet.
It's just like the lady in Oklahoma. She shot multiple people with the one bullet, and they're all fine, thank God, too.
Right.
So, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, they say he was manipulating. I mean, clearly it was shorts, right? It was
Well,
clearly
he's
shorts.
just look. I mean, like
So it bounced off his leg and off the ground and went around, right?
Yeah, shot his leg, ricocheted
ground.
once, hit a woman, ricocheted against, hit another woman, ricocheted against, hit a dude.
He's like,
This is what you like. I mean, like I hate to say, like, because he got shot and shot 3 other people, this is what you get. But like, seriously, you're running around with a completely unsecured loaded weapon.
And that was a great point because Walmart is a dangerous place. There's been mass shootings there, and we saw in that mall that guy, that marksman kid stopped a mass shooting. Look, that's why they were saying unholstered,
Right.
Michael,
He's a moron.
in the waistband of your sweat shorts.
look,
or whatever
if you go to
you're
a
wearing.
Walmart in most places in America, you have to expect to at least be prepared to defend yourself from a fist fight at a minimum.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
look,
but don't take
DeBaby brought one into a Walmart. Remember that? And he, because someone attacked him. He shot someone in a Walmart. It happens.
You don't have to go strapped to the Walmart, and if you do,
It's exciting
maybe
in
use a
there.
holster.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just,
Well, he's
just
an
a
idiot.
thought. Just a thought.
Well, I'm here. Officer, can I just get a box of bullets for the one I'm out before
Hold
you
up.
take me?
Yeah. Let me show you, officer. Can I show you my gun real quick?
Anyway, moving on.
All right. Let's move on to the.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Guys, working from home is the best, isn't it?
Yes, Wes, it is.
Yeah, it's great having your office in the same place. Yep, it's great.
JD Vance wouldn't like what I do, but
There is a lot of drawbacks, but
Taking breaks. I take a lot of breaks.
There's a lot of drawbacks, but you can definitely run through some tissue if you want to when you work.
Yeah, it's great. It's great being severely ADHD in
We're
a
naked.
900 square foot apartment with your desk in your living room where your
Right.
your toddler gets fed every day. Yeah.
fair enough.
Well, that doesn't sound great. But hey, Mark and Will, it's great, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice not having to drive anywhere for your commute and everything.
Exactly.
Just like,
Shit in your own bathroom. It's beautiful.
With the
And-
door open.
With your door open, if you want. And as you guys hinted at, you can jerk off whenever the fuck you want. Whenever you feel like it.
there really is hardly any restrictions. Yeah.
Now, Pat, allow me to speak for you based on what I know about you. But Pat and I have been addicted to porn for years.
I wouldn't say addicted.
Well,
Yeah, he threw in the addiction.
well,
Us fat girls got to stick together. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He
I'm
just,
not going down this route by myself. That's what
you
I'm
need
saying.
professional help for this.
You say whatever you say. I'm not confirming or denying nothing.
I mean, I've gotten sent porn by you more than anyone else.
Because
in my life.
porn is hilarious.
Right.
I've never sent you a porn to jerk off to. I've sent
Pat,
you a
how many
porn to
times
laugh.
did you download the fappening?
Yeah, the fapping is what I'm referring to.
Oh well, look. I don't. I
So
never.
once
done
in
that.
a
I know.
lifetime
Listen, I know
thing,
we're
right?
both not addicted to porn, and believe me, you're going to find out we're not addicted to porn. But for years we have worked from home. Majority of our careers, Mark and Will, I'm going to need you to answer honestly here. Since you've gone full time Hard Factor, you've noticed a rise in your masturbation, haven't you?
Of course.
Of course.
I'd say proof's in the pudding. Look, I got a kid out of it.
Right.
I didn't masturbate at my corporate job,
Right. Of course.
I had some restraint.
Will, what you just said makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm all jammed up. I'm getting
Proof's
my
in the
jam.
pudding. I got a kid out of it.
I'm saying like I'm full of jam over here. That's what's going on.
He's
But-
keeping the pipes clean.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Mark knows
He's
what I'm
changing
getting
the
at.
tap.
Exactly, like everything is well maintained.
Yeah.
You saying you got hornier since working from home?
Oh, just everything's flowing
Everything's flowing so nice
because he keeps it maintained.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Well,
fresh. It's gonna
Yeah.
be ready to go. It's gonna be
yeah, you're unclogged. I get it. Well, apparently in the UK, they have seen a huge growth in porn addicts ever since COVID because, of course, more people are working from home, and those tabs, they are open. An article in the Daily Mail has drawn attention to some alarming stats and, quite frankly, has made me feel a hell of a lot better about myself, and hope it does for everyone out there listening as well. So according to the Daily Mail, the number of Britons seeking medical help for porn addiction has almost doubled during the pandemic.
Help! I can't stop jerking off.
Doubled, yeah. Yeah.
that's got to be debilitating, right?
Is that porn addiction defined by them or their
No, no,
partner?
I'll tell you. Well,
Point, Pat.
I'll tell you the official.
You're
the
addicted.
official
You're
porn.
sick and addicted.
Look, Doc, my girl made me show up today. If I'm being honest, it's pretty awesome.
I don't want to sit in my car.
Admit you
I
have a
was
problem.
I was told that I have a porn addiction.
Between
I'm
me
not
and you,
told.
I'm okay.
Right. Exactly.
Do you have a how many times a week, like alcoholic
sign this,
beverages? That applies to this?
Hey, let's both go tell her in the lobby that I'm cured. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So one treatment center, the Laurel Center in London, which is the largest sex and porn addiction clinic in Britain, says it is now treating some remote workers who watch up to 14 hours a day. 14 hours.
That's the
That's
entire
addiction.
time you're awake. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
that's a fair
It's
addiction.
too much.
That's a lot, isn't it?
It's about
too much.
13 and a half hours too much, right? 13.
Wait, are these 14-year-olds?
No, these are young professionals.
They're not they're not young teens because I would get it if they're 14.
I don't know how
So
they're
they're just letting it play. They got like a dual screen thing going
Yeah.
on, porn
they're
on
just
one
drinking
screen.
energy drinks.
They're
and
not
just-
leaving their house.
No, not at all. They're not leaving the chair. Yeah, just calling hotlines, crying, jerking off, calling the hotline, crying.
That's an addiction.
Yeah, so the Laurel Center has seen about 750 porn addicts in the first 6 months of 2022 alone, compared to 950 for all of 2019. So that's a big uptick.
They're almost doubling their porn addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sex Addicts Anonymous told this mail online, lockdown and pandemic stress has deteriorated people's mental health and driven people to porn websites. Quote, porn addiction is a shame-based illness. We use compulsive sexual behavior to escape from and block difficult feelings. And here I thought I would just like jerking off. But apparently I've got,
So I thought I just like to fantasize about fucking all sorts of different people.
Right.
And what that'd be like.
Yeah. I just pretended like I was the captain on that boat Jenna Jameson was on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not so simple, apparently. So it is, quote, it's easy to see why. Sex is a powerful and all-consuming, and unlike alcohol or narcotics, we don't have to visit the office or see our dealer. So this quack, Dr. Hall, said, quote, porn addiction can be loosely defined as regularly spending more than 2 hours at a time looking at adult material.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
It is. If you're regularly viewing pornography for longer than 2 hours, it's probably not about sexual arousal. It's probably about escape.
Did he put a tab? Was there a tab limit in there? Did he put a number of?
I love this story.
2 hours.
So okay, but he didn't define it by number of tabs.
Well, this is a
open.
woman, first of all, and I don't see how she can speak
she,
to this,
excuse me.
to be honest with you.
2 hours or 25 tabs, Pat.
Unqualified.
Unqualified, right.
She's got to keep it under 25. You're saying?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a dick or like a one-track like pea brain like we do,
Yeah.
She wasn't literally evolved to interact with porn in the glorious way that we do.
She doesn't know what's going on up here. So here's what I did, guys, to combat my time. Is I went out and I bought one of those little chess clocks.
Yes.
Yeah, and I set the time to on the left to 10:01. And so while I'm not watching porn, when I'm watching porn, I press the left button, and then I put myself on the clock, and I have 2 hours max. So when that clock hits 12, I just stop dead in my tracks. No matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing, it's
till tomorrow.
Yeah, till tomorrow. I mean, I could be right in the middle of something.
This is smart.
Yeah.
Do you say checkmate when you're done?
No, you
I
said
took your queen.
It definitely buzzed on you before you came.
Yeah, exactly. So I highly recommend it. It's really helped me a lot. I hope it helps you too. Get yourself a little chess clock. Punch it down.
Wes is buzzing himself in.
Yeah. Set it.
All right.
Yeah.
Click. All right.
That's right. Okay,
And
real
done.
quick. Real quick one.
Is that chess clock dishwasher safe?
Yeah, see, I labeled it watching, not watching.
It's gonna be the thing's gonna be stuck to the bottom soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those buzzers is gonna get glued down on it.
Yeah, it's gonna get glued down.
Yeah. Well, the left top is going to fall off. Okay, guys, we have another sex doll mistaken for a dead body incident to report on. This one in Thailand. And this one is very realistic. So it happened last Thursday after beachgoers spotted what they thought was a hot naked woman's corpse on Bang Sign Beach on the Thai province of Chonburi, the Jam Press. And here's what it looked like. Pretty realistic.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks super real.
Yeah, so this woman's just naked. She's got like a shirt over her head. She's laying in the sand. Looks very
hoodie.
Trigger warning. That's a sex doll. That's not a human.
It is.
She looks like a bad girl.
It definitely looks like a human body.
How'd you get out here?
Yeah.
You're not
She was
supposed to be
murdered.
here.
Looks
pretty
exactly
realistic.
like a human body. Yeah, so they got all freaked out. They called the cops. Turns out not a dead body. It's just some very expensive Japanese sex doll known as the AV Idol, and it costs about $553.
Next to her was
disturbing-
one of those chess clocks.
What's that?
Next to her was one of those chess clocks.
That guy gets
So-
rid of one of those with every doll. Yeah.
553 like is
Pretty
so
good deal.
cheap for a full size
For
anything.
that? Yeah.
For
Well,
a
he
full
didn't-
size body made of silicone.
Maybe it wasn't very good, Pat, because he threw it away.
Well,
Well,
here's the thing.
Remember, we got guys. Remember, they get thrown.
You're
away.
broken.
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
can throw them in the trash because they're embarrassed.
Also, guys, but here's why they also found out when they went to inspect it. They pulled the shirt off. She was headless, so no head.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, this is the thing.
I'm just keeping this part.
I still, for sure. I still think they should investigate these guys that are leaving the sex dolls in the lakes and the oceans because it's like
never
the
find
cousin. It's like the cousin of serial killing. You buy a realistic sex doll.
Is there
you fuck
DNA
it,
on this thing?
and then you leave it in a compromising situation. They need to at least be interviewed.
Is there DNA on this thing?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a weird.
yes, there is.
It's a weird.
You mean the thing the guy's been jizzing in?
It's old DNA.
Yeah. Is there some remnants
Years
of
of
the DNA?
Is
the most DNA you're ever gonna
You
find.
could start a whole civilization based off the DNA on that thing. Aliens could come down, take that thing, and start an entire human
I know
race.
it's been in the ocean for a few days, but
If they don't find DNA, that's the worst crime scene investigators on the fucking planet.
They're gonna find something.
No, nothing, Sarge.
DNA.
Nothing, huh?
They think that it was.
How deep you go in there, bud?
Oh, there it is. They think that it was dropped in like a canal or a river, and then it made its way to the ocean, then onto the beach. So some guy probably just panicked. Maybe like his mom was coming to visit.
Yeah,
so he had to
mother-in-law
get
was
rid of it.
coming in or something.
Yeah, exactly. Had to get rid of it.
yeah.
Look for pervs that live on canals.
I'm just gonna keep the head though. She won't find
Get rid
it.
of that part.
This one is way more realistic than the one they found in
Oh.
Japan, though. Remember that one?
Yeah, that one freaked everybody
last
out.
year, June. Yeah, that was like a blow up doll kind of thing. This one is
Way
way more realistic.
That's
So,
creepy.
yeah, they said they're keeping it and see if someone wants to, ruin their life by coming to claim it. I think they were just
Yeah, no
messing
one's
around.
claiming that.
No
I
one's-
know
Guy
one
keeps
guy that
calling,
might-
asking if we have Sandra.
Yeah.
Yeah, he named it.
There's one man in the world who might go claim that doll, and we're about to talk about him next.
Oh yeah. Are you
Let's
done,
get
Wes?
into him.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll talk about him now. Guys, the original Ezra Miller, Gary Busey, is on a heater of his own. He saw that young punk getting attention, and then he saw him going to rehab, leaving a void and dirtbag celebrities doing dirtbag things, and he picked up the mantle and has run with it. You heard on yesterday's show that he groped and molested every single female that attended the Monster Mania Con Festival, a horror festival that turned into an actual horror show for the few hours Busey was near the crowd. Well, he has followed that act up immediately.
What horror movie was he in that he would be at that fest?
Silver Bullet, the Stephen King werewolf movie from 1988. Yeah.
Okay, I mean they do have some really B-listers, C-listers, D-listers at those fests.
It was a
but
mistake to invite him.
Busey's a big star for one of those fests.
Well, he was approachable.
Hey, everybody, come sit on my hands when you get your picture taken.
Yeah. I played a werewolf in 88.
Told me to grope everyone.
That was probably right when he got the motorcycle accident. In fact, right on the set
That was
of
88. Yeah, in 88.
I think that was around the same time Silver
December
Bullet
4th.
came out.
Wow.
So yeah, you heard he was groping everyone there. Well, he has followed that act up by pretty much just masturbating in the park, like he's Hard Factor Will in an anything goes society.
Yeah, you can't do it until the rules change, Gary. Unfortunately.
Here he is smiling in the park with his pants down.
Holy.
I feel the vibe, but it's
Is he wearing a
today.
bonus dog shirt?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, no,
Reservoir
like-
Dogs.
Does it say Bodie's dogs?
Bodie's Dogs.
Bodie's
yeah.
Dogs.
Like Bodie, like from
like
his
Point
movie
Break.
Point Break. Okay.
Yeah, so he's just smiling on a park bench there in California with his pants on. God knows, like, how long his pants were down or who the poor woman he's staring at
So
is.
they're at his knees.
He looks to be
now.
focused at someone in particular there.
He's injured too. It looks like.
Yeah,
Yes,
here-
arms wrapped up.
Pappas. Angelo Pappas.
Here he is with his hands in his pants.
Oh
Oh no! He's touching his dick in that
He's losing his mind.
Sure looks like it. And here he is when he finally put his pants back on, smoking a post pants down in the park cigar.
No, you're kidding.
No.
And I know Mark's Photoshop skills. He couldn't have Photoshopped that. It's too
No,
good.
it's true. He just
Oh.
lit up a cigar after he had his pants down in the park for God knows how long.
So do we know this wasn't? He's old. Are we sure it wasn't like he
78.
was having an issue or he shot himself or something?
So let's
like
go
that?
with that, Pat. Apparently, this isn't the first time Busey has been caught pulling his pants down in public. This is kind of his move. On the set of the 2014 season of Celebrity Big Brother UK edition, which of course Gary Busey was on, naturally, he pulled his pants down in the house and was confronted by some of his house guests who said, "Hey, Gary, what are you doing? You don't even have any underwear on." To which he replied, "I know." So he just likes to pull his pants down and kind of hang out with his
Yeah,
pants down.
that's the way I like it.
Yeah, he claims he pulls his pants down all the time, Pat, when his bad knee is acting up so he can pop it back in place. But he was pretty much chilling for a while. And that's also what I'm going to call masturbating now is my knee's acting up and I got to get in there and pop it back into place, you
I'm gonna
know?
go pop my knee back in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I gotta go
So, yeah.
pull Busey at the park.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
Rub
mean-
stones and put my knee back.
That doesn't look like a knee issue.
No, look at him going. Look at he's about to jizz into his underwear in that photo.
That's a post ejaculate cigar.
Even if he's not jerking off, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
What is he doing?
Did it say what park it was?
It was somewhere in California. I don't know.
Jesus
I'm sure you can
Christ.
find the park for sure.
He's just touching himself.
I'm just curious if it's like a neighborhood park or if he traveled. If there were kids there.
It's not like an adults only park, you know.
No,
It's not
I mean it's not acceptable.
yeah,
Either way.
it's not acceptable. This was like 24 hours after he got 3 charges for groping multiple women at the. I mean, look, for real, he's gonna
you know where he stands. Okay,
He's gonna rape someone if we don't get him off the street soon. Okay,
Yeah.
we got to deal with this Busey issue. It's getting a little too sexual out there, and that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Let's bring up the wheel.
Yeah, Jake's got to get involved.
You got it, Will.
He does.
Is Jake? Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Jake's
is Jake related? I don't
It's a son.
remember.
Jake, he's his oldest son. Jake
He's his
came out.
doppelganger.
Jake came out and said that he lost his father on December 1988 because he's just insane.
he had a severe brain injury, like TBI, like the worst kind.
He said it's sad. It turned his personality up to 11, and he feels like he lost his father.
Oh, like whatever. You can't charge Busey for whatever's going on because
but you gotta you can't let him like rape women though.
Yeah, you
Like,
got to corral him.
conservatorship.
Yeah.
You got to corral the.
Yeah,
beast.
he's got to get that one handled. Huh?
He needs a handler that will just see his dick like every day.
Mhm.
You know,
right, somebody who is paid to deal with
that knows that's the case. Yeah,
that knows that's coming.
Yeah,
because that's
get him
part
a
of the
sex
job.
doll. Yeah,
That's part of the job. He's gonna wrap his hand up, and he's gonna wrap his hand up because he's injured and he's gonna need to masturbate.
How about we
Before we go,
skip
check
the
it out.
park today, Gary?
Look how nice these came out.
Wow, Norway.
Ooh, wow,
murder
that
Freya.
is Norway more.
That's an awesome shirt.
I was worried about the detail of Freya, but it came out beautiful.
Oh, she's incredibly detailed.
Breaking news: Bronny James got the D1 scholarship offer to Duquesne.
Oh, look at that.
That's
That's
his first scholarship offer. I'm sure he's going to take it.
He must have more than Duquesne's, right?
He's
Is that-
15. Yeah, that's his first.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Cup of coffee in the big time tomorrow.
Wes,
Look at that.
Give me that coffee.
give me that.
Look at that. Okay. TikTok international moment.
That's gonna
Guys,
be Pat.
It's gonna be that. We got to come up with some more wheel stuff. We got to get some weekly wheel bets going.
Oh, I think we can.
Just some food for thought.
I think we'll have some weekly things coming up here. I mean, NFL's in 2 weeks, so
Right.
the season is just around the corner.
NFL's in 2 weeks, and we got to get rid of that Rock West this Friday.
Get rid of the rock. Also, leads overs is on. So
I'm thinking about just throwing the rock down a sewer. Is that? Do I have to return it?
You got to return it.
I have to return it.
Yes,
you have to return it.
Okay.
We'll
All
go
right. Well, that's
Friday.
going to do it for Hard Factor. We're going to return it this Friday. But I hope you guys all go out there and have a great fucking day today. Talk to you tomorrow.